We're going to choose both ally and betray this time. Welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward. So, quite a run yesterday. I think we did a total of 3 of the endings. And there's a possibility of 28 of them, I believe Boo said. 28 possible endings is a lot. Now, he said we only have to do 9 or 10 or something like that to get the true ending. Well, okay. That's all? That's all? Okay. Well, why don't we get started in this then? See what we can find. We're going to go to the continue here. We've been playing for 12 hours and 42 minutes so far. We've got one of, it looks like 9 official ends. I say official ends. Steps along the way. I've come to believe that maybe these are all happening in parallel, because we get stuck a couple of times where it said to be continued, which I think means come back and play it some more. Now, we've got some options here. Here's our flowchart, so you can kind of see what we've been doing. We got stopped here with a to be continued, stopped here with a to be continued, and then we got the clover ending here. So you can see where we go to each ones. We've been through the cyan door, we've been through the yellow door. Where we haven't been through yet, anyway, is the magenta door. So we're going to skip ahead just a little bit. For those of you who are not caught up with where we're at from yesterday, the VOD is still out there, so you'll be able to see that. I think I actually need to make sure that the 999 VOD goes up and stays up. I will archive these on YouTube once we're done with them. I don't know if I'll have to chop them up or what, but they'll all be visible there, so you can hear me guess and talk to Twitch chat. But this time we're going to go ahead and let's see here, we'll skip ahead. We're going to say into the chromatic doors. We'll jump there. We're going to go through the magenta door this time. That'll be a new one for us. Now we've gone through the yellow door with Ten Miyoshi before. We've gone through the cyan door with Alice. So we're going to go through the magenta door with Luna. Never been there before.
Sure.
All right.
Then Clover and I will go with Alice.
As long as I get to go with Alice, I'm fine.
I don't have any objections. We'll be going through the yellow door, right?
That means Dio, Quark, and I are doing the cyan door.
Stuck with a kid and some old fart. I can't see how this could possibly go badly.
Well, maybe you'll get lucky and pull your head out of your ass.
What did you just say?
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close. 9, 8, 7.
We need to
We
hurry.
better book it and get ourselves through those doors.
3, 2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Into the lounge. Now, we've seen this on other playthroughs. We've been through, but we've never solved any of the puzzles or anything in here, so this will be interesting. It's all new.
Didn't you see the door? It said this is the lounge. Well, there doesn't seem to be much dust. Maybe there is.
That's a really good question.
Beats
we don't know
me.
what it's for.
It looks like there are 4 doors in here.
Yeah. The one we came in, the one opposite it, and 2 more on the left and right.
Now, those are the ones that I'm curious about. The ones on the left and the right.
The 2 on the sides are covered with metal
Sorry, I
plates,
had to
though.
alt-tab real fast to
we'll be
make
opening
sure
them
that you guys
anytime
were getting my
soon.
microphone. Now, I guess they are kind of... So they're just welded over it. Gotcha. No problem, Null Skills. Not at all. You're such a good dad.
I didn't see any other doors in the hallway we came through. Maybe we can find one of the keys to the AB room in here somewhere.
Maybe. Seek a way out. Now they're probably going to baby us just a little bit in here, because this is one of those initial 3 rooms, and they like to explain a whole lot of stuff here. Mysterious disc. Seems planetary-ish, knowing that this is kind of a lunar eclipse themed puzzle thing, right? Makes me think of a planet with rings. It's a globe piece. The northern hemisphere. Nice. It's not a banana hanger. Well, I know what it is. Thing is, we've seen this through different eyes. We've seen this with the puzzles actually complete. Here we go. The southern hemisphere. Alright, let's check this other door. Oh, a note. Okay. Fragment of a bartender's diary. We can review it in the archive. 3 customers came in today, a couple and their son. The father sat in the center with the mother on the left and the son on the right. When I came in to make their order, they said the following. My wife likes the color red, and I like white. My son has always liked ocean. Mother. My son has loved the color blue ever since he was a child. My husband likes island, and I like planet. My mother and I like moon, and my father likes anything green. One of them was a liar, but I swiftly made their drinks and handed them over. Well, that's definitely true. So we're going to have to figure out how to make their drink order. It seems like the sun initially is the liar, because there's ocean and blue from the other 2, which corroborate each other. We don't know about island and planet. And the mother makes no statement of the color that she prefers. Well, we'll get to it. it will be important, no doubt, but the hemisphere. Of course there's something behind the cushions. Always something behind the cushions. Alright, so we found an astronomy magazine. It says the lengthy lunar eclipse will occur at 4:50 p.m. UT on 12/21/2028. In other words, at 4:50, you can see a total lunar eclipse. 4:50 p.m. It's true, there are places in the world that you could see a lunar eclipse. Achoo. It was dusty. Alright, well, we got a clock here. What can we do with it? Oh, I see. Red, white, blue, island, green, moon, black. So we'll continue to collect some more of that information. This looks like a drink mixing machine. There's 3 drinks. 2 needles. Those are definitely clock pieces. Yeah, it's definitely a cocktail glass. We'll take the last one too. I can see all these different boozes back here, including an actual Jack Daniels branded one. That's interesting. That hemisphere here. But look, we got red, yellow, white, green, blue liqueur. See, actual Jack Daniels. I swear I've actually seen this symbol too. It's a sunshine on both of them. And then we've got sun, moon, island, ocean, and planet. We'll have to put those together here in a minute. Let's look at our inventory. Did we get all of the planet pieces? Looks like we did. Okay, most of the southern hemisphere, got it. Missing some near the equator. Interesting. So I may not be able to put these together the way that I had hoped. Yeah, you cannot combine them. But we can combine most of the northern hemisphere, most of the southern hemispheres. So there's probably a band or something that's going to go around it. Alright, now there's a little computer screen here. It's probably going to give us our colors. Oh, glass rack. Light fixture. Now these are important. Some are black and some are red. Some sort of code? Probably. Looking to see if there's anything else that we've missed in here. Doesn't seem to be. Let's put the pair of needles here. Yes. Hooray, there we go. Now, let's give it a try. We're going to move it to a specific time and then hit the check button. The only time we've been given so far is 4:50. Oh, wow, I can only control the one hand. Alright. That would be 4:50. Check. Yeah. There we go. So green and sun. Ooh. Where does it go? It's going to go right through the globe, it looks like. Interesting. Alright, we're going to have to figure out the boozes next, I guess. Oh, I got an idea. The thing I thought was kind of Saturn-y, I don't think it's Saturn at all. I think it's the center, and it's got the light, the crystal thing in there, which is what made me think of it. There we go. Now we've got the globe. Let's put that sucker in place and see what happens. Oh, blue planet, it says. And I mean, it kind of looks like it says red moon. But I mean, that's just because red moon. But if those were different colors, they don't seem to fit. I don't know. So blue planet's cool. Yeah, it's a total eclipse. It's a total eclipse of the sun. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it turns reddish. Okay. So we've got blue planet, it says. Huh. Alright, let's take a look here at that note again, because that's going to be important to us. Oh, I think we already read these. Anyway, back to the bartender's journal. It says, my wife likes red, I like white, and my son's always liked ocean. Son always loved the color blue. Since there was blue and ocean as different ones, I'm wondering if... No, ocean was an element, right? Like a planet or something else like that. So we had colors, and then we had things like ocean or planet or moons. Yeah, see, these are all... Yeah, okay. I wonder if he means his left or their left. Because that's probably important to which order that we put them in. I think if we're talking about the bartender and his journal, then the mother's actually on the perceived left. Alright. What do we got here? I think the sun is off. Because it doesn't seem to match the other ones, right? But maybe that's when I thought that blue and ocean had to go together. I love these kinds of logic puzzles here, so let's think about this. My wife likes red. I like white, and my son likes ocean. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. None of those contradict each other. My son's always loved the color blue, so that would be a blue ocean. My husband likes island, and I like planet. That's completely sufficient information in those two to do it. My mother and I like moon, my father likes anything green, which contradicts what father was saying, and doesn't contribute enough information to be able to create it. I don't know what's up with the rest of this yet, but I think we know enough to be able to make the drinks. It's not a helmet. It's a bread maker, one of those automatic cat feeders. What? Let's put in a glass. Alright, now we've got White Island was one of them. So let's go over here. Let's grab... Okay, wow. We could just take them all, I guess. Maybe it'd be good for trying to woo a girl. You want to try some, Luna? Hey, I see what you're trying to do. We'll grab blue. Nobody said anything about yellow or green yet. We need island. We need ocean. And we need planet. I don't know if we need any of these others yet. Oh, I got slapped. Again. Why am I always getting slapped? Alright, we want white and island. Let's try that. Oh, I see. They're just gonna slot in at the top. Missed that. Alright, that's fine. Let's make a bev here. There, the glass is full of liquid now. Okay. A white island. Let's grab these bottles here. Nope. Gimme. Oh, that's kind of annoying. I have to swap back to the empty to grab it. Alright. Sun likes ocean. Okay. Let's take a look at that again. Blue. Blue ocean, red planet. Okay. And now we need a red planet. Arrakis, Dune, desert planet. Okay. Let's grab these beverages again. Alright. Now we can't go behind the bar. Or... oh, there we go. Garbage, so we can dump out if we screw up. Gotcha. Okay. So, they said in the middle was the father. The father likes the white island. So let's put that there. Hey, it lit up. Aha! Okay. And then mother was on the left, but left from the bartender's perspective would be right on ours. So let's put that there. Oh, it looks like it lit up. And then let's do the blue ocean. Oh, they turned blue. Okay. Means we'll probably get the blue safe password. Yeah, there we did. Sun, star, star. Okay, got it. It's cool. I can remember it. You're gonna memorize it. Sure, no sweat. I've got a pretty good memory. That's true. We do always say that. But let's go use it right now anyway. And see, I spent all this time saving them in my memo. Like this. Which I guess we can just go ahead and erase. But they're really here. So, who knew? Now, we don't need to get the blue passwords for all of these. They give us these behind-the-scenes information. I don't know if they're actually, like, in-game secrets or if they're not, but I looked at a couple of the first ones and it started to explain... It had titles like AB Room, but we didn't know what AB Room was yet, so I went, I don't know what that is, and it sounds like it's an in-character thing, and so we're gone. We're gone. Alright. So... we're going to grab these, and we're going to empty them. Because I got a feeling, since the screen is the way it is, we've got to figure out another way to get the green one. Too much for people who've had a little too much need to blow chunks. Great. No, it's not. It's a drain. You pour your leftover drinks down it. Yeah. There it goes. Well, now I have an empty glass again. Yeah, because that's how garbages work. All right. All right. So we've set the time, and we've gotten some cool stuff over here. We've got all of our empty glasses. Blue planet's pretty much a given right here. If I look at the other ones, though, I mean, I can easily read red moon, but it doesn't really make sense because of the way that this is. Oh, no, it does make sense in black. REDMOON. And then lion? It says lion here in red. It's interesting. So we've got red moon, we've got a blue planet. We have... There's something about the clock. Yes, green sun. Excellent. Well, I think we have to make a red moon, a green sun, and a blue planet. I think those are the three that we're going to have to make. But this is another lion thing, right? We found a painting with a lion on it. We found a lion at the bottom of a pool. This one now says lion in red, like a red lion. Black hole sun, won't you come? Alright. Take the green one here. We'll take the sun one. Drool, it looks good. Don't drink it. We'll take the moon. Okay. So, alcohol of the moon makes me think of sake. Man, she might be a lush. Yeah, Jake. Jake knows the song. Sing it, man. All right, so we're gonna make some more. We're gonna make some more beverages here. So I'm gonna put in moon, and we were supposed to make a red moon. And then we need to make an island. We still have all these others. I'm assuming they're just going to vanish from our inventory when we're done with the puzzles. So blue planet. I think Blue Planet's like a nature show that's on TV time to time. Or maybe all the time, and I only see it when I'm like at the dentist's office. It's hard to tell. I don't actually own a television. How weird is that, you guys? And then green sun. The green sun makes me think of Homestuck. Or Homestuck. Yeah, Homestuck. There it was, sun. I'm not entirely sure what order that we're supposed to get these in, however. So we may have to do a little shuffling here. Let's try, like, RGB. Lit. Lit. Okay, maybe they'll light no matter what we put, or maybe we're getting it right. I guess we got it right. Red, green, blue. Yeah. Could be a drinking problem. What's really surprising to me is that none of them have this, like, even when we came into the lounge on previous runs, they're all like, you know what, maybe I won't have a drink. I'd be like, I don't even drink very often, and I think I might have one. Okay. We're just going to leave all the glasses there. We don't really care. That can stay like that. There's really nothing else left to do in this room. So, it's another lion, though. We keep finding these lion things. So that's interesting. So we found some stuff. All right. What do we got? First, we've got a map. Null skills. You know, you haven't seen the end from the last one, Null skills, but I think we're on a timer of some sort. My new goal may not be to let people out so much as it is to keep other people in. Because you had seen in some of the other endings, right, how the young boy Quark would get sick and then suicidal, and then Alice would get sick and get knocked out and stuff like that. Looks like we might actually all be sick and succumbing to it at different rates. Yeah, I think we're all in a quarantine, but here's the thing, right? I think we need people and to try and solve some of these mysteries in order to get out of here alive. So, might be a good idea to try and keep other people's points down. Well, except for the fact that you'll eventually get sick and kill yourself. No, that's the problem. There's no cure that we've been able to find. I mean, okay, technically there might be a cure, but there's also no food, no water, not really. I guess we could eat some peppers out of the garden, drink some water from the stream and hope it's good, but this is not a place to live out the rest of your life with what we found so far. You want some murder right now? Well, Null skills, given my new strategy, you'll probably appreciate it, because I think we're probably going to betray frequently on this run.
Do you think it works?
Hey, someone's coming.
And Dio, Quark, and Tenmyoji.
I'm assuming that's because you were running.
We ran into them a little bit ago. Well, not literally, of course.
I don't know. With a prowl like that, I imagine you run into a lot of things.
Let me see the map.
A prowl like that, I imagine you run into a lot of things.
That's the same as the map we found in the infirmary.
Oh, we found a map like that. Ours was in the crew quarters.
QE5. Jake, I don't think she could zip up her jacket if she wanted to.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No, there's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
She's not wrong. Let's go see what's down there.
What the? Oh, this is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looked like the ones we saw earlier.
Yeah, just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Why does everybody always try and
Something
pull
wrong, Alice?
these things open?
You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh. No, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Quark, why don't you show them that note we found?
Sure.
Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because
Yes.
if it did, we have one too. We found ours in the infirmary.
Basically, I'll skip through this right here. Basically, it says that once you've opened a door and solved the puzzles inside, you can always go back into it, even if nobody else did. You're not always a pair. Sometimes you're a solo, although that hasn't happened to us yet,
I
I
don't think
think.
Zero's saying we can. I
Look,
think he's
there's
saying
Boo.
we have to.
See Boo?
Otherwise, what's the point?
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
We found some too.
But we went through the magenta door this time into the lounge.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
If you don't like it, stay here. Stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
Asshole.
I like
hope I don't have
Tenryuji.
rabies.
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
All right, fine. I'm going.
Ding.
So, this is the lounge.
It would seem Zero's notes were telling the truth. Getting back here was easy enough.
That means we could all go visit the infirmary too.
Or the crew quarters.
Hey, Grandpa, check this out. It's some of your favorite
It's
scotch.
okay. Null skills I couldn't. Oh ho! Null skills I couldn't really remember either, but the pairings always are, because while they seem to be pre-calculated by the game, they're not necessarily something I have choice over. Sometimes I can choose door colors. I can always choose whether to ally or betray. That seems to be about all the more it gives me, so I have to watch carefully and see what's going on. Yeah, see, I'm thinking they're probably actually related.
Let's go, buddy.
I mean, it's
Soon as we
not
get out of
necessarily
here, I can drink all
the
the
case,
scotch I
but
want.
he's very fond of him, and they seem to know stuff about each other. Like, Quark knew all about Grandpa's collecting of Grandpa's special videos and Grandpa's special posters with the scratch-off
All
bits.
the root beer floats you can stomach.
What? You're gonna get me a root beer float? But are you sure? Do you have enough money?
Aw,
Oh, ye of little faith. If Found an old factory full of rare earth metals the other day.
He is a garbage collector. Found a factory full of rare earth metals, though. Huh. I'll mull that over. That's got some serious implications there.
Oh, you're finally done? You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
For yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
Hey, B.O. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it. So I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Otherwise...
Threats from the rabbit.
You really need me to spell it out.
Forget it.
That's a good boy. Alrighty, let's get back to what we were talking about earlier. Namely, how do you get more BP?
What sad universe do they live in where you need a factory full of rare earth metals to buy a root beer float? I can go down to the Sonic and get one anytime I want to.
But who goes into what room?
That doesn't really matter. Anybody can go into any room.
But there are only 6 rooms.
Didn't I tell you? The two members of a pair share the same destiny.
Then you mean both members of a pair need to go into the same room?
Yes.
That
What do
bunny.
we do after we go into the room?
Play a game. Just like it says on the door.
You play the Ambidex game!
Wait, what's ambidex supposed to mean anyway?
I would guess it's short for ambidextrous. Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands, instead of favoring the left or right. But it can also be taken to mean someone who is...
Yeah, boo, I
sorts of
understand.
things.
The game of betrayal.
I guess you could put it that way.
Then what's the Nonary game?
Oh, that refers to the whole enchilada. The Nonary game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape. The Ambidex game is just a mini game you play as part of the larger one. Make sense?
Like hell. This shit is confusing.
Is it? Or is it that you're just a few carrots short of a bushel? What do you think, B.O.?
Is it confusing or are you stupid?
Bastard.
Well, that's just how I am, so you better get used to it. Now, could I have you all move to the AB room, please? I'll give you more specifics once everyone's inside. I think it'll probably be easier to understand that way.
Boo, yes. They're not always questions, usually they're observations. But yes. In we go.
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes.
Oh crap. We found a dead woman inside.
Fuck if I know. Look, it doesn't matter who she is. Just get everybody over here.
Unconscious. Yeah, maybe. Not so unconscious. Well, I mean, technically, not conscious still.
What the hell were you yelling at? What's going on here?
Is she?
Okay. Come on, Quark.
Then she's...
Murdered?
Does this look like an accident or a suicide to you?
Looks like she was... Don't see a weapon around here, though. That means either the killer took it with them, or it was part of them.
Part of them?
Well, if someone was strong enough and they had metal hands, then they might be able to stab someone in the heart.
What are you suggesting?
It's just a joke. Don't take it so seriously. Whatever. If we examine, let's get her to the infirmary. She might be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
Well, you guys, we found a dead 10th person. Yeah, he might be a robot or he might be a man in a suit. Can't really tell. If he is a robot, then having a bracelet that will inject him with poisons won't really help him. Or won't really hurt him. So I'm not sure what to think about that. Right now I'm inclined to believe that it's a person under a suit of some sort. But I don't know why. Why would they not want us to see who he is? Why is it useful to have him in the suit? Why does no one be like, hey, we could just take your mask off?
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died. Anyway, I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
You mean like an autopsy or something?
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but... What?
I have a medical license.
You're a nurse?
No.
Everybody just assumes she's a nurse all the time.
Well, I'm not exactly a coroner.
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Are you really going to perform an autopsy? Oh, I won't really be doing it. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an ATOM. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
Ah, yes, I remember.
Oh yeah? And just how the hell do you remember that?
Because Alice, Clover, and I examined this entire room.
Yes. I think I should be able to manage that.
She's kind of got this Aerith vibe, doesn't she? Looks like a single stab of a knife. 150 millimeters deep, 30 millimeters across, 3 millimeters wide. Definitely be like straight into and through and maybe even out the back of the heart
Tool of
almost.
some sort. A knife, probably.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
Yes.
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
Sorry, but no.
Why? Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left. Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room. You and Clover. Only one of you was conscious.
Fi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later.
But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Perhaps, but
I don't know. If you look at his arm, that bicep that you're seeing right there, seems awful thin to have a person inside of it. But if so, then the punishment, the injection of the stuff that would come from the bracelet, if he were to break a rule or if he were to lose all of his points, really wouldn't mean much of anything to him if he was a pure robot. I guess he could be a cyborg.
Remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he locked all the hatches.
You fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that?
I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly. But now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman. So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero, or rather Zero Senior, I suppose you could say. He likely ordered Zero Junior, the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Junior told us about the murder, then Zero Senior's identity would be compromised. There is something else to consider as well. Perhaps this murder was not unexpected. Zero Senior murdered her, just as planned. Death is only another part of the game. Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
I don't know.
It's interesting that they would automatically ally.
Well, one
right?
thing's for sure.
It keeps anybody from accidentally dying. Although, I don't think there's a way
If we
for
don't
that to
go
happen
vote,
this first round.
something bad's going to happen.
See, that's not necessarily true, but she doesn't know that
You
yet.
see? Just as I said. Zero Jr. ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Sr.'s plan.
Let's get back to the warehouse. If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Jr. After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we gone in. Up here.
Man, she jumps up there pretty easily, huh? Are we looking to see if we can get in through the top?
Seriously? That's the best you can do? I was expecting something about how I jump at the first sign of trouble. Yeah, well, there was something I wanted to check out. This thing. Remember it?
Yep, the hatch.
Try opening it. Then that means this AB room is locked down tight. No one could get in. Yeah. I know. I just wanted to be sure.
5 minutes remain.
I've got no
until
real solid
Ambedex
guesses
game
on who
polling
Zero is
closes.
yet.
Let's go. I imagine Algernon's waiting for us.
Algernon, nice. Yes, is in flowers for the bunny. I want up at the bunny.
Look, there's something on the screen.
The Ambedex game will now begin. To enter your vote, touch the start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically and it will not open until the voting period is finished. So at this point, there go the doors now that we've started. No getting out now.
Hooray! Everybody's finally here! I've been waiting. Ugh! Will all of you please stop bombarding me with questions? The other people in the other rooms are asking me stuff just like you are, Siggy. I guess you probably can't hear them since these rooms are completely soundproof, but BO is especially loud. For real, BO, I need you to shut up. There isn't much time. I gotta hurry and explain all this stuff, or the game will end before I'm done. So, no more questions from now on. No answers for anybody, okay? You just have to wait. Now, let's get this party started! Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano. Well, there are two people in each pair, aren't there? So it'll be more of a two-on-one battle, I guess. Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be. It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors. For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Mooney and went through the magenta door, didn't they? That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Mooney. And it goes the other way too.
Mooney's opponent will be Siggy and Fido.
Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Alas. And Bio and Quirk's
Potassium and
enemy will
Cleavers.
be
Bio and Quirk. I will say, yeah. Zero seems to like Dio and Tin Myoji the least.
After all, if you choose Ally, then they're your ally.
What? Don't
What?
get it? Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third explains it all.
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room. You should see A, Ally, and B, Betray on it. Do you?
All you guys have to do is pick!
Just pick one of those easy options. Your BP will go up or down, depending on what you pick. It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart.
And some of you are a little
The
slow.
plus and minus are from your point of view. So, let's say you choose Ally, and so does your opponent. You'll get 2 BP, and so will they.
And we'll all get a nice warm, fuzzy feeling inside.
We call
This
that
room.
The best
Fuzzy feeling
pals
inside.
outcome. Just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it?
Next is what you get if you choose Ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP, and they get 3. We call that the stupid jerk face outcome.
Somebody did that to me, I'd skin him and stew him with some taters.
Skin him and tomb with some
Third
taters.
choice is the opposite of that. It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally. This time, you're the one who gets 3 BP, and they're the one who loses 2. We call that the serves them right outcome. I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice, and there's nothing for you to feel guilty about. And finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent. If that happens, neither of you get to lose anything. Absolutely zero chance of losing.
Boring. We call this the why even bother outcome. As the game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most.
And yet,
You're probably
he said
wondering about
that
the pairs, aren't
picking
you?
Ally was
It's
dumb.
fine.
Remember how I told you that both people in a pair share a destiny? Well, that applies here too. The 2 of you only get 1 vote. You get to choose once between ally or betray.
That doesn't mean you split your points, though.
You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get.
You got that?
Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules.
Well, actually, there's a little bit more. But
It'll just have to wait, I guess. After all, it's almost time! No.
Yeah, I feel like we need those
I won't
rules.
wait and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me? It is time!
All right, well,
One
we're gonna
minute
vote.
remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
We're probably gonna go through multiple storylines today. This will probably be the only time that we make an effort to listen to any kind of stories like
You
that.
see,
We will try and
It's
blast
time
through
for
some
me
of
to
that
be
stuff.
hopping on out of here. See you later! Have a nice trouble.
We don't have time to talk about this. Choose betray. We don't know if she'll ally or not. If we choose ally and she chooses betray, we're screwed. That's a loss of 2 points. You tell me, Sigma. What's 3 minus 2? Exactly. If our BP gets down to 1, it's over. So...
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
just press the damn button!
Like you knew she would be there.
Fine. If you won't do it, then I...
Ten seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
When your BP hits 0, you die. That's what I meant.
1.
All right. Push the button. Oh, we don't want to get to 0. That was for my good buddy Nullskills there, who was ready to betray us all at the drop of a hat.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Feel like Luna's gonna be sad at us. Welcome back, Boo. How many art assets are we at? We listened to the Ambidex rules, so that everybody who has been through this, not been through this before, has got an idea of what's going on. So, actually haven't really done that much more.
Well, you chose betray because of what I said, right?
Pretty much.
Don't worry. You made the right choice. Well, 0 will tell you if I lied or not.
I think the only thing that missed that I was talking about was why would Kay... Kay's got to be like a cyborg or something. The art assets make me think that the bicep's too small for it to be full robot. And yet he wouldn't have a bracelet that would actually do anything if he wasn't. Of course, Snake had his on an arm that wouldn't have done anything, so I suppose it's not entirely impossible for 0 to do something incorrect.
You're all here. Finally. Let's get ready to rock!
Let's get ready to rock!
Ambidex game!
No, sorry, I was blowing some crudge out of the keyboard. Didn't think you guys could hear it.
The results! If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Eyeballs, everybody, except for us. Ha! Betrays across the board. Loud and clear over the game audio. You need to start over. No, Boo, no. It's fine. But look at that. Betrayals across the board. Everybody's going to be grumpy.
Results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Sigma, why did you and Vi do that? All we had to do was choose ally 3 times, and we could all escape together.
Somebody did.
After this, we only would have needed 2 more rounds.
Could also have been
We would
Kay.
have all had 9 points. But now we... Why?
It was me. I told him to betray you.
What?
There's a way to get out faster. If you're successful twice with betray, you'll get 3 points each time, which gives you 6. That means you'll have 9 BP after the second AB game.
Is that why you chose betray? So you can escape before the rest of us?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to get out first or anything. Just wanted to have a little leverage.
How is leverage supposed to help you?
Well, I was planning on getting out of here with everybody else, and
You're lying. What makes you think I'm going to believe that?
Yeah. All I could see was Luna's sadness and disappointment.
Hey, what were you thinking?
I'm sorry, Alice. I didn't think you'd choose Ally.
Oh, she did betray her.
You really think I'd betray you?
Well, no. That's what I thought at first.
But Kay told you to choose betray, didn't he?
Yes, I did. I was sure you would vote similarly.
See, here's the thing I like about Kay. Kay never gets upset, and Kay is very logical. I don't know anything else about him beyond that, but I appreciate that at least.
I'm not going to vote betray against Clover.
Is that so? You never considered that we might choose to betray you?
What?
Clover would never choose that, of course. But what if I was your sole opponent? I understand it might seem strange of me to say this, but who would trust a man who hides his face? If I were in your position, I would be quite certain my masked opponent would choose betray.
It does feed into the robotic persona, you're right. It very much does. But in a situation like this, I like to think that's how I would be logical and analytical and honest, at least. I mean, he's given a pretty good reasoning, even if it doesn't help
But
him.
it wasn't just you. Clover was there too.
Yes, she was. But if I'd chosen to end an argument by force, do you think she would have had any chance?
See, he's giving all this logical stuff right here, which is all very correct and damning towards him. And that kind of honesty, I guess I can appreciate that.
Betray for that very reason.
So that was why you did it.
Yes.
After he explained his thinking to me, I thought he had a good point.
It's all right. I understand.
See, and she hasn't gone crazy. She finally understands it because of that kind of honesty. I like that.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game.
Which means she's basically saying right now she intends to betray whoever she's going up against, I think. At the least.
Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji. That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust that kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much. You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
He is cold, but yeah. It's very Vulcan in a way, I guess. He's being honest about his logic, even whenever his reasons for it give them reasons to damn him instead.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Oh, yeah. I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, you are. So, let me just close them.
So, Boo, we found the dead old lady again.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon Round.
It's interesting because that means the only time that we haven't found her is when we've gone to the Cyan room and come back.
Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Yes, indeedy. Now, you'll have to look for guards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to. It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this.
She's not just art assets, boo. In the last game, there was 4 people outside of the people with bracelets, and they all had something very important to do with it this time. And if we're really not in 2028, the way that I suspect, she could be almost anybody.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Because there could be years of something that could do it. She could be entirely new. She could be somebody that's involved with the game. I had no idea.
Of course, you could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth and back and forth, and losing points. After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5. Round 100, round 2000, you might even go all the way up to round 24,9,004,897.
Watch that be a code for something later. Because that's a really specific number.
I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Again, we're not in this picture. You know what's interesting, Boo, was in the Clover End, there's one person missing from that picture. And I noticed who it was.
I don't know. Can you? Yeah? So? Nope. There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you.
Oh, I'm sure there's an explanation for it, and we'll get to it. But yes, Kay was not there.
There is one thing though, Ziggy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true. Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning enough people.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are! No, yes!
They do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
Well, there's 2 ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape.
Oh, okay, so he died somewhere off camera, says the director of the game, even though it won't be answered by the game.
As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way? Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, B.O. I think you already know.
It's a hell of a statement to make. Because there's... I think you already know.
What?
And he panics.
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do!
Oh, well, I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really.
You die.
Notice the old woman that we found didn't have a bracelet. And maybe she doesn't need one. Maybe she's not a part of this Nonary game at all.
Fact, Your
Or
heart
maybe
creates a bunch of faint
Dio killed her
electrical
and took her
impulses.
bracelet, and that's why you already know.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right?
Of course, I have no idea how he could get into a locked room and do that.
Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, beep,
Right.
beep, beep.
But that doesn't mean that he
When
couldn't
someone
find something
dies,
else to
heat
do,
show.
like lay down under an elevator or go fuck with the bombs.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The second way.
They could, Jake, although it doesn't seem like that's a good way to live for most of them. Kay, maybe. He does seem to be awfully
Your heart
boardified.
stops. Your bracelet
But
comes
yeah.
off.
Yeah, exactly. They haven't really come across like any sort of like a saw or a welder or anything that could just chop it off very easily. So
Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules.
the real trick with the bracelets, Jake, is that unlike in the first game where they detonated a bomb, which would have exploded you into like meaty applesauce, this injects chemicals, one that sedates you and one that slows down your respiratory until it doesn't work anymore. But if there's ways to counteract that, or if there are ways to bring you back from that, you're not punishable
I
anymore.
don't think I need to remind you what
I'm assuming
happens
there's
when
only
you do
one
that.
dose in there. Why would you put 2 doses of a lethal injection inside of the thing?
If you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round. Oops.
Oops!
I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Next round.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything? Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game.
There. That's pretty clear, right? If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Tenbyoldi, or Alas, or Mooney, or maybe everyone.
We've seen the everyone version.
What?
Why?
Yeah. Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules. I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is. Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
I see. Alice, Luna, and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost.
Fine
2
knew
points.
this beforehand.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Because then nobody would have picked Betray in the first round. That's why.
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well,
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew. Right? Right, Fido?
Yeah, I guess so.
There's this point at the beginning, and we keep not going back this far because I don't want to repeat it. It takes a lot of time up. But where Zero the Third, the bunny rabbit, there specifically asks something of Clover, and Clover's like, why me? I'm like, because you're the only person that hasn't talked to me yet. And it's just like the stop fucking with me voice. So, new rules. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of places to put the drugs in there. We've got a total of, looks like 8 needles that are going to come in, but I'm assuming they're all needed. Like the top pair for one and the bottom pair for something else or something like that.
Oh, one last thing. The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green. That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
But wait! You've already got those bracelets! How? The color's changed, hasn't it?
Yep.
Me too. Mine's cyan now.
Mine too. Wait,
Interesting. If we go with red, we can go with Clover and
I
Alice.
guess the colors weren't the
That
only
might be
thing
fun.
that changed. It switched from pair to solo.
Hopefully we can go select red.
You're right. Mine switched from solo to pair.
Because I know that previously we overheard them having a conversation. I want
Mine
to
is
spend
now
more
a
time
solo
talking
as
to
well.
them.
Yep, looks like mine's changed too. I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm still a pair.
Hey!
3 of us seem to be magenta now as well.
I'm yellow, and it still says solo. Fi, you and Dio are yellow now too, right?
Yeah.
Looks like I'm a pair.
When did they change?
Back when the AB gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random.
Zero, I don't believe you.
No rules or anything.
They are both kind of dicks. Yeah, it looks like she's not going to have a good time. If we get to select the red room, then that means all matched pairs will have to go together.
Now,
So all the yellows will go together, all the magentas will go together, and all the cyans will
all
go
of
together.
that explained, I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again.
What?
Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore. I mean, you guys are good from here, right? I'll never see you guys again. Did you really think I was gonna cry? Nah, 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 nah. Suckers! As if I'd cry over you dummies!
Speaking of dicks.
You mad? Anyway, good luck. I may be gone, but I'm always watching. Maybe I'll see you again someday. Have a nice tragedy.
Alright, you guys.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something, if there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking. And if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
Five minutes from 42 really gives us a lot more time. I guess she's assuming it's a few minutes while we discuss this. Alright, we're gonna have our little meltdown here. We're gonna skip through it. It's a whole bunch of why me stuff. whole bunch of things that we said that we didn't do, like start a fight with a mysterious and frightening religion, or hack into some terrorist group server, or witnessing an assassination, or sleeping with the mistress of a prominent politician, but then we go, yeah, I guess we did do that. Ordinary college student. I don't think anybody here is an ordinary anything. Alright, I'm gonna try and blast through this as fast as we can. So we had some self-pity there. Now, we have always gone to either the lounge or the infirmary first. We've never gone to the crew quarters first, so let's go there this time. We're going to get to all three of them anyway, so it shouldn't really matter. But I like shaking up the routine a little bit.
Sigma. What are you doing here? Huh. I wonder. Oh, you think so? But you sure it ain't just all in your head? Why do you want to know?
So tell me, Tenmyoji, are you really Quark's grandpa? Oh. Hello.
Sigma, where'd you come from?
You came in here. I've been sitting here.
No, it's okay, I guess.
It's okay, I guess.
I just thought Tenmyoji was the only other person here.
Were you all coming to have a secret meeting?
I came here with Clover and Tenmyoji.
Oh, I see.
We decided we'd split up to investigate.
0.
You found 0?
No, I meant I found 0 things.
Oh.
I didn't find anything either.
Found nothing.
Although, I guess you could say this whole facility is suspicious.
I could say that. I agree.
Well, maybe solving all of these puzzles is part of the Nonary game.
I think so. No, there's a lot more to it than that. Because you've got to find the cards and stuff. If it was just Ally Betray, you could do that on your cell phones.
Well, this is just, speculation, but maybe it's for entertainment, so rich, powerful people can watch. Yes, they're probably off in an opulent theater, watching us struggle while they drink brandy and eat caviar.
Oh,
let's call it the Hunger Games.
So some rich bastards killed her off for kicks. What kind of a death is that?
Well, maybe her dying didn't have anything to do with the rest of the game.
No. Kay was right. If her dying wasn't part of all this, the rabbit would have said something. But what we get? Nothing. Just tells us to keep playing and disappears. I can only think of one reason he'd do that. Murdering her was always part of Zero's plans. Now, if you can think of another way all this fits, well, I'd love to hear it.
So you're saying that Zero Sr. is the one who murdered the old lady?
Now, it sure looks that way.
That means there's a 7 in 1 chance anybody could be the murderer.
7 in 1 chance?
Well, Alice and I can't be Zero. and I know each other.
Well, how do you know each other?
I guess you could say we're co-workers. An organization?
That's kind of vague. What kind of organization?
That's...
She's really bad at keeping secrets.
I can't tell you. I can't tell you. Just forget about it, okay?
Why can't you tell us?
Because it's confidential. I promised I wouldn't tell.
Yeah! What if the people you work for have something to do with what's going on here?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You're right. Maybe I should tell you. Sorry, but I just don't really trust you guys. I mean, what if one of you is Zero? It could be any of you. Sorry. Anyway, I think that's enough about me and Alice. I just don't really feel like I can trust you guys.
Feels like we just failed to check there somehow, where it seemed like she was going to tell us and then says no.
Maybe if that changes, then I can tell you. So, I guess I'll go now.
Go? Where are you going?
I don't know. I haven't really figured it out yet.
Then I'll be going too.
Fine.
Save it. I don't trust you any more than she does. Sorry.
Yep, not gonna tell me crap. Alright, fine. 10-me-oldie. It sounds like a last name though, right? Dio sounds like a first name. I mean, unless you're Ronnie Dio. Luna definitely sounds like a first name. We know Clover and Alice are first names. It's weird. It's like there's only one person going by her last name. No. I've known several Lunas in my own life, actually. I've never known anybody whose last name was Luna that wasn't a role-playing character.
Hello, Mr. Sigma.
Nothing yet.
Well, Alice, Clover, and I did.
Well, I
go
guess
over
for
this
us,
room
right? We
quite
got
thoroughly.
Phi and Sigma, which
I
could
doubt you'll
also
find
be
any
first
hidden
or
horrors
last.
here.
Be weird either way. Seem like code names.
Well, I was concerned about the lady you found. Who would do such a horrible thing?
Given what we know so far, you're the most likely candidate.
Phi, please.
Watch it turn out that she's like a Akane or something crazy like that.
Why would I kill
I don't
this
know.
woman?
We'll find it out sometime eventually.
Hey,
They've got to reveal it
don't
in
get
one
me
of these
wrong.
endings.
I'm just saying the evidence points to you right now. If we find more evidence in the future, that could change.
She has Kay's bluntness without giving the logic behind
Beats
it
me.
that gives me the feeling
I've
of
never
honesty.
seen her before.
I don't know her either.
Neither do I. Well, I suppose I might have known her before I lost my memories, but there's no way to know, is there?
Right.
You still can't remember anything?
No,
Feller.
not Not even a little, unfortunately. Are you suspicious of me too, Sigma?
I think everybody is, buddy. Sorry. Have we looked in a mirror lately? The first game made us look in a mirror immediately.
You on the street at night, they probably.
But that was just their way of showing us what we look like as a character.
Oh,
We actually see ourselves in
I'm so sorry.
flashbacks, like
I
a third person
apologize for my
perspective.
frightening appearance. No, I suppose not. Well, I assume not. But I'm not sure why, but none of this feels particularly strange. The mask and the suit, I mean. In a way, it almost feels natural. I don't feel as though I was forced into it.
Are you saying this is how you always look?
No, I don't think that's it.
This might be a pretty obvious question, but is there any way for you to take it off?
Finally!
I've tried several times, to no avail. I honestly don't even know where to start. But there is something I'd like to ask of you.
Can we find a mechanical
There are
room and a
parts of the suit
screwdriver?
I can't see. Could you have a look and tell me if perhaps there is a switch or something similar?
An alien wing wong. Just like, hey, nope, that's a robo dingus. Let's look at this back. Took no time at all to find something of interest. Open. And it's got some sort of a hole, or maybe that's a key slot?
A hole?
It's not a built-in... Oh, silly Bob. I mean, I guess it could be. Somewhere down there. Maybe Kay's a lady. It does sound like a robot. If you had some sort of voice changer, we'd never know if it was a man or a woman.
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
I see. That's excellent news.
I think Sealy Bob meant down where the parts usually are, not the back of the skull there.
We just need to find whatever it is that goes in there then. Thank you.
Of course, we all should have seen that because the robe wasn't really obscuring that, but...
I feel somewhat relieved. I was beginning to fear I might have to spend the rest of my life like this.
Wait, a minute ago you said that it felt natural.
Well, yeah, but if you put it on every day and took it off every day,
Well,
then that would
does,
feel pretty
but
natural.
That doesn't mean I want to stay in it forever. Imagine having glasses, for instance. Wearing them doesn't feel strange, but you'd hardly want to wear them all the time, forever, would you? That's what wearing this suit is like.
It's like wearing your hat, kid. It feels natural, but would you shower with it? Maybe he's like RoboCop, and he only needs like baby food injected in through a port somewhere.
No. There still might be something here. I'm staying.
All
Me
right.
too.
I see.
Okay.
Well then, I will move ahead and see how our companions are doing. What do you intend to do? Where do you plan to go?
The lounge.
Very well. I shall head for the crew quarters then. Until we meet again. Excuse me.
That's the other thing I like about Kay. Kay is polite. A lot of the others swear. I don't think I've ever heard Kay swear or get upset. And he says things like, excuse me and please. Alright, let's go check out the lounge. This is where we were before. I suspect we'll find Miss Alice in here. And Mr. Dio. Yep.
Oh, Sigma. Perfect timing.
You were here earlier, right?
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like, secret pathway or something.
I mean, it could be right behind the giant welded plates on the walls that look like doors.
Anything else then? Anything out of the
No, if I'm
ordinary?
crushing on anybody, it's Alice. But, Kay is definitely very non-offensive in a lot of ways.
How about this? This New Year's Eve, then.
See, she also thinks that it's 2028.
Wait, what did you say? What do you mean 6 days?
Wait a minute.
Christmas?
When were you grabbed?
Didn't you hear me? On Christmas, about 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
I was abducted in the middle of the
Interesting.
night on December 22nd.
I think it was the 20th.
Then we were all taken on different days.
Yeah. But if we're on different days, the interesting thing is it also means it could be, well, I don't know, like one person a night or something. But
Maybe they kept us on a Soparil IV drip or something?
yeah, boo, don't they do it for you? Well, it's possible.
In theory, you could have everyone wake up at the same time if you got the dosage right.
Mm-hmm. That's
I
right.
think that's likely.
Yeah. Some of us were probably abducted after you.
You too? I felt disoriented since I woke up. My body doesn't feel right.
I wonder if those are symptoms of the infection. Because I'm starting to think that we're actually all sick, based off of the Clover ending where everybody killed themselves.
Maybe it's because we were asleep for so long. Your muscles start to atrophy if you don't use them. Beats me.
I have no idea.
I saw some cool Clover cosplay at one point in time after the last game. Some chick holding an axe looking back over her shoulder down the hallway. And so I bet you could find some Alice cosplay out there.
Nah, nothing in the quarters. Oh well, there was a book about a cat.
A cat.
A cat.
Something about a cat in a box and whether it's dead or alive. Didn't make any sense to me, though. Yeah, I didn't think so either.
So are we all the cats inside of a box?
Well, actually there was one thing.
What?
I wasn't trying to hide it. The right moment to mention it just never came up. Well, see for yourself.
Yeah, the Radical
it was in the
Six
safe in the
newspaper.
infirmary.
Well, that's good.
Let me see that.
They have very unique costumes, so it's very interesting. Like Dia's jacket and stuff
Radical
like that
6
would be fun.
infection spreads. Cure continues to elude.
And I know that you're a fan of the top hat.
Just read the article.
Virus that's killed 100,000 people. Quarantine infected patients immediately. I kind of think that maybe we are.
You mean you think we got infected with this Radical 6 thing?
I'm not sure why we have all these games and stuff, but it does feel like a
Come on,
quarantine
you gotta be
facility,
kidding me.
doesn't it?
Well, we don't know anything for sure. But look at us. We seem pretty healthy.
Yeah, except we all feel weird.
Admittedly, I don't know what the symptoms of Radical 6 are, but if it's killing people worldwide, they must be horrific. Now, just look at this soft, lustrous skin.
I'm looking.
This perfect, shapely face.
I'm looking.
Does this beauty look like something infected with an awful disease?
No comment.
You want to touch it, don't you, boy?
Oh my.
I can see it in your eyes. Go on. Try.
And she'll break your face. He's all like, I guess I have to.
That could just be from sleeping for a couple of days. Or maybe it's a side effect of that drug. Besides, if this is where they ship people to quarantine them, don't you think there aren't enough, people? This thing is killing people all over the world, right? So why would there only be 9 of us here?
Think about it. Zero is forcing us to play this Nonary game. Why would the government quarantine people and then make them play a game?
Maybe Zero took over the facility.
Yes, it...
Probably not.
Oh, I'm not sure I believe that.
That's true. I hope they're all right. Neither have I.
Me either.
I think we can say that it hasn't happened by the 25th of that year then. Yeah. Then we were asleep for a very long time. Exactly.
I don't think you'll be able to just puzzle that out. If we want the truth, we need to find more information.
Yeah, well,
You're
it doesn't
right.
look like we're gonna have time for that. Yeah.
All right, then. We should hurry.
All right, let's see if we can get in this red door. I want to go hang out with Alice and Clover for a while and see if I can eavesdrop on whatever they've got going on between them. Because it is mysterious.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
You're late.
What the hell were you doing?
That's not good enough. You realize we could die here, right?
Hey,
hush.
whoa, calm down there, girl. I made it in time.
Barely. We've only got 5 minutes left. You're a yellow pair. Who do you think your partner is?
Gee, I wonder.
Son of a...
Come now, Phi. Please, calm down. Fighting now helps no one.
He's right, you know. The doors have already opened. We need to hurry up
we're
and figure
all
out our
here.
teams.
What did I do to deserve this asshole?
Good question.
We're almost out of time. I'll just explain it as fast as I can. Just like before, there are only 3 possible combinations.
I like the boombox helmet. I gotta say, I don't dig the bunny cosplay at all, though. Alright, so that's option 1. That's what I want, right there, option C. Let's see if we can get it.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
I'm not going with Kay. I had enough of that last time. Thank you very much.
Oh dear.
Oh
Seems
dear.
I'm not wanted.
I'd like Luna to come with us.
Huh? Me?
That seems like you're all like, hey, let's betray Luna.
Need someone gullible for the next round?
Yeah.
Hey, shut up.
Don't give it away.
Aren't you my partner?
Maybe. But I don't want her to think that means I agree with you.
betrayed me last time, Fi. And Dio, you betrayed Tenmyoji.
Ah, come on. Didn't I tell you? It was Quark who...
Dio, stop saying that!
He looks terrified of the 10-year-old.
Anyway, Vi and I won't be choosing betray
Did I say he was 10 or 12 yesterday? I don't know. He's getting younger. He'll be 6 before long. You just wait.
Your BP's 1 right now, isn't it? If you chose ally and we chose betray, what would it be?
-1. I'd die.
I didn't want to say it straight out. We're not gonna go that far just to get out of here. Right, Fi?
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like...
Okay, then I'm going to take a chance on you.
Oh, Luna.
Yes, I've made up my mind.
Then that means Quark and I will be going with Kay, since it looks like Alice is pretty determined.
Yes, I am.
Then I get to go with Alice again. I'm totally good with that.
Yeah, Luna's gonna get betrayed. Luna needs to hit betray to just not die. Absolutely don't hit ally.
What I did to Alice last time was really bad. I want to try to make up for it.
So we're going with option C then?
Wow, so we get my choice. That
means
works.
each group is going through a complementary door. Sigma,
fine.
Alice, and Clover are going through the red door.
Yeah.
Tenmyoji, Quark, and Kay are
I wanted to
going
go
through
where
the
Alice
green
and
door.
Clover were anyways.
And
So
finally,
excellent.
Dio, Luna, and I are going
I also
through
want to
the
go
door.
into a place at some point in time with Tenmyoji and Quark, but we don't have the right colors to
Any
really do that
objections?
this time.
10 seconds.
If there's any objections,
Let's
yeah, we
go.
don't get the choice. All right, that's fine.
3, 2,
So I got what I wanted,
0.
but I didn't really get to choose it.
Chromatic doors closing.
Where are we going this time? We are finally into some new territory here. This should be a room that we've never been to before. While we've been through a red door before, I suspect that what lies... Yeah. I suspect that what lies behind these matters what you pick on the first door. Because I haven't found a good logic for this yet, but there's 3 doors and we had 3 choices of door in the first one. So I think when we get to this second room, I don't know if we get to choose which one that we go through. Sometimes we do. But I think which of these 3 doors
There are
opens
3
matters
doors,
which we pick the
but it
first
looks
time.
like they're all locked.
I wonder what
So this
thing
should, since we've never gone through the magenta door before, this should open into a room we've never
Got a
been
letter.
to.
is. Can you pull that, Sigma?
Sure thing. See, no bitching this time about, no, maybe it's a booby trap or whatever. It's like, hey, would you grab that? Sure, yeah, no problem.
It opened the door on the right.
It's fine.
Details,
They don't know.
details. Hardly seems important to me.
Oh, it's important to
They
me,
gave us
Alice.
the way forward. I say we take it. Come along now.
Come along now, she says. Where are we going? The pantry. All right, let's write that down here on my notepad. Pantry.
Whoa!
Interesting.
This is amazing.
Basic, neutral, acidic.
Who'd ever need
Seems
this
more
much
like
underwear?
a chemical. Underwear. Well, it looks more like a chemical storeroom.
Well, I mean, all these boxes and stuff are panties, right?
Oh my God, Clover.
And there are a lot of boxes. Isn't that what it said on the door?
Panties.
Clover, dear. It didn't say panty.
Pantry?
It's where you keep food.
Oh, I guess that makes more sense.
I'd say it's a water storage tank.
Yep.
It's totally full of water.
It's half full of water. Can't you see the... Oh, maybe those are shadows. But it looks like that's the fill line for the water.
The stuff on the shelves looks like it's mostly bread, maybe a few pastries. but no panties. Clover was right that there's a lot, though. I'd have to agree.
Maybe it's where they quarantine sick people.
Maybe.
Didn't we tell you about Radical 6?
I guess that story really was true.
I think we're all infected with some weird-ass disease, Sigma.
Me either.
Starting to buy into that
Giving
idea.
us food is all well and good, but no spare underwear? That's unforgivable.
Oh my god.
Seriously?
Just not gonna let it go,
How
Clover.
long are you guys going to keep making fun of me for that?
The entire room. All right. Let's figure it out. All right, let's look around the room. We've got something on the wall. We've got some charts. Water dispenser. This thing with some fractions. The safe. What do we have here? Let's grab this. Glass beaker. It says lock and unlock. But there's a little pin next to it. Pretty impressive shelves. It's a lot of prepackaged food. Instant coffee and boxes of tea. Boxers of tea. You mean boxes, right? Yeah. A little red thing here. What's this? Keeps the wheel in place. So if we push it, it'll unlock. Let's do it. Can we reach those? Come on. There we go. First, though. Okay. First, we should open the door, maybe? Yeah. You have found a nutritional management chart and a nutritional balance chart. You can review them in the archive. Now maybe they'll let me push the button. There we go. Alright, so what do we got here? These, however, are not that way. Ah, so we can open this other door now. pH test. pH scale, okay, and the chemical. pH detection chemical, got it, okay. Let's review some of this paperwork that we've got. Water, ionized water, beauty products. So it gives us an idea. So we're going to have to probably do very specific acids as part of the test. Oh yeah, there's some other stuff I wanted to see too. Nutritional balance chart. These are all different colors, and these seem to be recipes of how to make them, or what each one is worth. They'll probably have to add up on certain things. And then the staff nutritional chart. These are what we have to add them up to for each member. Alright. That'll be challenging to remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's look at these charts here on the wall. Found a calendar. Yeah. So these are months. This is one of those repeating calendars. Well, that is a little weird. 2-1. 3-1. So red and blue. I'm assuming this is like Sunday and Saturday. Alright. Let's boop on out of here. Oh. The day the man was abducted. Well, if it means us, that would be weird. We're the only man in the room, but how would it know that we're supposed to be here? Okay, so we're going to need to put in a password. really know how to do that yet, so let's keep looking around the room. That looks like it's going to dispense water in certain things, which will probably add to the beaker and the pH detection chemical. So what do we got here? Yeah. 113, 57, 327, 730, and 1111. If that's the case, let's look for 1111 and see what it looks like. That's... Oh, I see. That's... When it says 7-1, that's actually meaning July 1st. August 1st. So 1111... Yep. Would be blue. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. We have basic, neutral, and acidic. Basic water. Basic water, neutral water, acidic water. What about these drawers? Guess it is a 5x5 grid, and these are all empty. Alright. Well, we haven't found any yet. Can I pull any of these out? Oh, maybe this drawer. What's this? A handle? Or spout? It's weird. Interesting. Whoops. We apparently broke the warm drawer. Why? Warm drawer. Okay. Actually, there's a screen here. Card slot. Okay. Yep. Definitely a connection. What have we missed? Oh, there's still something there. Oh, well, hell. I didn't see it because I thought it was the, like, the top of the post, but let's combine these. We got a button. Is there anywhere that needs a button? Yes, this thing. Here. Okay, so if we punch it, it should unlock the thing above. Okay, interesting. There's a little hole cut there. Nothing's in there. Is this in a little oven? No, it corresponds with this thing. What happens if we open it this way? Oh, I thought they meant... Like there's something inside that ice cube, do you? Oh, we're gonna be able to rock it to move something through this. You ever play those marble games where you have the two knobs that you turn and something kind of bounces through there? They've really liked this slide until it stops mechanic, and this looks like it's going to be part of it. Yeah. Slide the ice cubes by clicking and dragging the mouse with the arrow keys. Move the ice cube with something in it to the hole in the front. You can slide 4 of the ice cubes, but there's a limit to the number of times one can be moved. Once you've reached the limit, the ice cube will freeze. Alright. So, I see. We're going to shake it all about, and what we really want to do is get this one in here. So, we're going to have to, like, start by moving some of this stuff, like, I don't know. Like, if we move this to, like, the right, and it goes over there and it gets stopped. But we need to pull some of this stuff down so we can get more of these out. I don't want to get an actual wrong piece of ice in there, too. So I don't want to build it up too high on one side or the other. Let's do, like, left. I'm trying to kind of trap them a little bit. So let's move down. Oh, interesting. I would have thought that it would have moved that one down. Not so much, huh? So let's move that out of the way there. Go down again. Trying to figure out how to get something to stop dead in the center, though. So that's going to be interesting. Crap, I don't remember where I was when I stopped, so let's think about this. I think I had just moved everything to the right, and it stopped. Maybe I had moved things down. Let's try moving everything to the right. Yep. Make it go down. So we're getting close. But if I go down... Yeah, see, I've missed it somehow. All I can really do is get stuck one way or the other. How many moves can we make before it freezes? Okay, so one move away. Alright, that's not so bad. Let's try this again. Oh, look at them. They actually froze in place. When they turned white, it's like this part is cold and this part isn't or something. Now they're frozen. So I should be able to go like that, that, and that. Interesting. So each ice cube gets a certain number of slips and slides. Seems about right. I wasn't realizing that they were actually freezing in place. So, there we go. Visitor ID. That'll be for the card slot. So... Oh, we had the warm drawer, didn't we? Put the ice cube in the warm drawer and... Can we put it back in this thing? Oh, it's a microwave drawer, I guess. It was warm, not because it was still just warm metal, but this thing is like a microwave or something. Alright, there we go. Card key. Dick move. Huh. Alright, visitor's ID card. There's really only one place that we can put it, so... Red. We've seen green and blue, but red. Yikes. Number of ration boxes is insufficient. Please rectify. Cannot verify presence of acidic water vessel. Rectify. Neutral water. Basic water vessels. Alright. We've got all these water vessels. We're gonna need water out of this. Let's try... beaker. So 0. Water-filled beaker. Let's test it. 0 should be neutral, I would assume. And then the pluses and minuses will change that stuff. So select. It's green. Green was... Oh. Wait, it was green. I'm assuming that may be basic based off of that color. And then... Oh, green just means you can drink. Acid means don't drink. So green. pH detection document. Green. Drinking water. Neutral. Okay. So I think that means with the neutral, we can grab neutral water and combine it and put all neutral water into this thing. Okay, so I think that's fine for neutral water. Now we're going to need basic water. Alright. Interestingly enough, I've lost... No, there's my beaker. Alright, pour it down the drain. Okay. Oops. Now if we look at this pH document, to do base, it's 1, 2. So let's do +2 and see if it tests out to be blue. And then combine it. It's kind of a cyan. Is that blue enough? No. Not really. It means it's an 8. We may have to do multiple sections, like +2 and +1, but let's try 3. We'll just dump that out. And test it again. There we go. Better. So I think that's right. Let's dump it out. And the basic water. Now the blue basically matched, matched the color that we needed to get it to, so. It's possible that the first green for the neutral was not the right color green. It's possible it was this green, not this green, which would explain why it needed to go 1, 2, 3 steps up. So we may need to actually dump that one. We'll find out. We'll try putting it in there, and then it will bark at us. So I think we need to go -3. Which would put us back to 0. And then 1, 2, 3, maybe. Let's try it. If it's red, we've gone too far, I think. Yeah, see how that's red? That means that our basic one's wrong too. So let's do +1. Combine. Not what I expected. But that is the correct color for so I think the water that's stored in there must be slightly acidic. So let's empty out the neutral water. And let's fill it with what we've got here. We'll go to... Yeah, I know that it does. Must have accidentally clicked next to the button. Alright, so one more test. Should get us the right color of acidic water. Yep, orange. That's what we wanted. Alright, this should be what we need. Of course, we still haven't figured out these extra bins yet, but... should be easy enough to detect. Let's look at the screen and see if it complains. Ration box is insufficient. Okay, so we did get all the waters correct. Now the ration boxes. That must be these things here. So we have... let's see here. We've got 113. We've got 327. We've got 5, 7, 7, 30, 11, 11. So those are probably correspond to these things here. They're all a little different. So each one, yeah, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the different months of the year. So 113, we could probably count it, but let's just verify. Easy enough. 113 is this one here. E3. No, I did math. Of course, it's pretty simple stuff. Yes. Alright, so E3. Maybe there's a... so we'll say 1, 2, 3, E3, check. Yep, there we go. Easy peasy. Yeah, she does... I mean, I get the comic relief, but... yeah. The shelves, the drawers, whatever you want to call them. Here we go. I think we'll just do the rest of them here while we're working on it. Oh, no, actually, we probably have to look them up, so let's see. And then we need to do one for 327. So 327. So we got 327. Bottom row B, so like 14B. E14, depending on how you want to look at it. And then 5-7. That's fine. 5-7 is... yep, that's a red. That makes sense. So that would be A. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So A7. Uh, 730. Also red. So another A7. And then 1111 would be 5D. All right. Let's go put these codes in here. So we need to do another 1, 2, 3, B14. Check. 4, 5, 6. A 7. Come here, drawer. Okay. And then 7, 8, 9. A 7. Oh, I miscalculated one. All right, let's do the last one here real quick. 10, 11, 12, D5. I must have missed something. Yeah. Well, let's grab these while we're thinking of them. So there's something about the other two that are strange. Let's think about it. Second half of the year. 7:30. Starts with only one blue. Starts with only one blue. Numbers look the same. That's weird. This 8 moves. Anyway, so the day the man was abducted. We're the only man in here. Let's try it. It would be 13B. Oops. They knew it was us, and it's blue. It's the blue code. Interesting. Got it. And they're always here. Blue Moon Star. Boo, this is interesting because that means that they knew that I was going to be the person in here. Or they came down and modified the code and somebody physically put the stuff in the other box. Because it's based off of our days. And they made sure to tell us what days. They reiterated it several times to make sure we would remember, I think. Alright, but we've got to figure out what's going on with this other stuff. Second half of the year. 7:30. Oh. I miscounted. It should be A6. Not A7. And then 11:11. Huh. It's weird that I just miscounted them somehow. I must have been looking at... No? I can't explain it. How did I possibly think that was D5 for 11 and 11? I can't explain how I thought that. That's some brain fart. If that's the case, then that should be G6. Yes. They're all numbers, all the same size. I don't know how I miscalculated those other ones. Anyway, back to 789A6. Yeah. And then the last one, 1112G6. Yeah. Some brain fart, huh? Pasta. Soup. Alright. Still a little curious about what could be back behind that other cabinet. Can't I just pull it? Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, it won't even let me back in there anymore. Alright. And here's the thing where we're going to have to start messing with people's dietary requirements, I think. Nutritional balance chart. So that's going to tell us what each one's worth. Yeah, it happens to all of us. I don't know what's up with that. Alright. Take a second to write this down, too. So we got red, blue, green, magenta, yellow. If that's the case, then it's 1, 3, 2, 0, 3, 1, 2, 1. All right. Let's do it. This shows the nutrient values that each staff room requires for the next 5 days. Rearrange the order of the ration boxes so they match these values. By dragging a box over another one, you can swap them. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Okay. So we can... Okay. So this one is okay. So it just sorts them. Oh yeah, no, they... Interesting. But I can't move this one. This one is showing it's okay for A. Let's look at our archives here. Okay. So let's make a note here real quick. There's a lot of notes for this one, you guys. B needs, C needs, D needs, E needs. 7, 9, 4. Okay. Well, we got what we need. Let's do a little manipulation here. I don't know that that these matter at all. So, all right. 7. got that one. And let's see, 9, 10, 10. B. There we go. All right. Let's see here. When I get one of these, it'll be both. All right, let's think this through instead of just mucking around. The blues add up. 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Oh no, this is D, not C. Sorry. No, that'll still work because we got to get to 8. There we go. What a mess. Grog, I just solved the shit out of this puzzle. It's kind of freaking me out. Did you see the screen? Ah, it's the green code. Excellent. Okay. He was so excited for having completed that puzzle, man. He was like, oh, I solved the shit out of that puzzle. Alright, what do we got here? The map. Interesting, like nothing special this time, because it looks like just the map, the keys, or the card keys, and then a key. I forgot, are we paired with Clover, or are we paired with Alice? We'll find out soon, I guess. Key cards. Yep. Ah, Clover's the solo. Got it, okay. With Alice against Clover. All right. Hold on just a second. Be right back. I want to get some water. I'm getting a little parched with the talking. Actually, I feel like I should have made tea, but I didn't. What do you think, Boo? Should we, betray Clover, or should we ally with her? Let's go. Still want to know what's like behind this thing. Ally. Maybe Sealy Bob. Maybe. Ally is generally a good thing. I don't remember how many points that... She knows she has plenty of points. If we betray, and she chooses Ally, we can get out of here. Oh, give me a second, man. It's fine. Not that I think that Alice would let us do the betray. Ally gets her points and doesn't get us enough points to leave, but I kind of don't want to leave. I expect things will go wonky pretty soon. Things usually never seem to go. Master of Escapology. Escaped from 8 rooms. Things always seem to go sideways at about this point. Like, I expect stuff to go bad with Quark very quickly here.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Ooh.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
One of the other teams must have done it.
But the rest of us aren't even back yet.
Well, it's probably Dio again.
Yeah,
I think in every playthrough, it's always him that's
Then
done
the team
that.
that opened the AB gate must have been the ones who went through the blue door.
That would be Luna, Phi, and Dio.
They must have gone through
There's
the
an
blue on the other
explanation
one.
for that, I promise. Just tell me, have any of you seen Quark?
The free play rule, I'm guessing. No, we haven't seen. Well, we're about to, I'm assuming.
He's gone.
Betray's really our only option.
On the
Luna's
other side
definitely
of the
dead.
green
It's the
door,
only reason
we
to
found a room
allies to be
called the
stuck
treatment
there.
center.
I
We
suppose
found
that's
the
true.
guards and left, but on our way out, he
You're
just
right, Boo. If we
disappeared.
don't, then they'll almost certainly betray, and then we'll have 2 people getting out. We could have like 9 people getting out, so
No, that's
that
not.
makes sense.
Look at this map.
Yeah, we just go in a big old loop.
It looks like there's a pretty big room in the middle there. What is it?
A warehouse similar to the one on floor A.
In any event, we've spent some time searching, but have been unable to locate Quark. That is a possibility. I will return and see.
I'm going back through the blue door. Figure I'll take a look at the area Luna and her team were searching.
Not necessarily a bad idea.
Right. Thanks. Sorry about all this.
I guess there's nothing for it. I'll help look for him.
Me too.
Guess we're all gonna be looking at.
Right. Let's go. Come on, Clover.
Right behind you.
Been making notes on all of these things so that I can blow through these really quick, but I just realized I pretty much never have to play through any of these if I don't want to. If I go back to a room I've already been to, my memory log thing is actually storing the combinations for safes I haven't encountered on this run. So maybe I don't need to be quite so the peck. I think that was the pressure chamber, right? Yeah.
It looks like a bunch of hazmat suits, probably for protection against viral or chemical agents. Yeah, that's the idea. We should ask Luna's group about him.
How about we put him on right now?
Investigate this room first. Well, let's have a look then. Oh, Quark, where the hell did you go?
He's
Should have
in
kept a closer eye on him.
the infirmary, probably. Okay, so this is the big room they were talking about with the white doors. I'm really curious what's behind those. And what that thing is about the lion on the wall, and we keep seeing all these lions.
That's pretty close, I'll give you that. Couple differences, though.
Yeah, no chambers, extra doors, no
Look
9
over
on that
there.
door.
Yeah, seems like it. See over here? They've got a box next to him, just like the ones next to the other doors. No, first we look for Quark.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
So a little less than half of us are probably going to get out if we betray.
Oh,
What are you
it's
doing here,
just
buddy?
you. I'm guessing you haven't found Quark? I ran into Clover and Alice in the warehouse up on floor A. They told me about Quark and how you're all looking for him.
So he hasn't come back to the warehouse?
Nope. Maybe he just went off to ruminate on a solution to this game.
That seems
Chewing his
unlikely.
cud, so to speak. Well, that's what ruminants do, isn't it? Why would I do that? It sounds so boring.
What a jerk.
Why the hell would I be worried about some kid I've never even seen before?
What?
For all I know, he's Zero Senior. He could be hiding in some swank little cubbyhole, swirling a glass of brandy and gloating.
That's a fun mental image.
Look at all those fools running around.
Yeah.
That's insane!
What, there's no way? Are you sure? Nobody knows what Zero looks like. He could totally be a kid.
Well, to be fair, Zero was pretty much a kid last time. Well, 2
I
kids.
warned you, Tenmyoji. I told you it was a bad idea to just swallow everything that little bastard told you.
I trust Quark.
Suit yourself. Just don't come crying to me when it bites you in the ass.
Dio's a jerk, man. Don't like him.
Sigma. Good. We found something. Come on, all of you. You'll understand when you get there, all right? Now come on. The crew quarters.
Oh. We found the bomb. In the yellow playthrough, we didn't find the bomb. Well, I say that. I'm assuming, based off of our a priori knowledge of other games. No, a priori? A posteriori? It's hard to tell when you're manipulating timelines. I mean, it has to be a posteriori, right? Because we've had knowledge. Okay. Her bracelet's off. And she's got the gun. And she's dead and her bracelet's off. Okay. I'm assuming that they got sick, although... Huh. Yeah. So here's something I've noticed. The timelines do seem to diverge. Something that was true in one timeline is not always true in the other, or at least they're not showing it to us. This is strange. This is real strange. It makes me wonder what's in that gun. Were they in the pack? Or not the pack, what was it? The treatment center. If so, that gun might be the one.
What in the world?
They basically killed him. So not the bomb. Yeah, I noticed that. So my theory that everybody was sick previously and he was just succumbing because he's the youngest might not necessarily be the same thing. I really wish I had started keeping track of who was going to what rooms to see if one of these rooms is a danger room every time. Let's think. Who found him?
Clover, I think. When Kay and I ran over, she was just kind of standing there next to the bodies.
Where is she now?
It was pretty clear they were both dead.
I think Clover killed them.
Me?
Well, just got a lot easier to vote to betray Clover because now only we get out.
Kill them?
You got into a fight with Alice after the AB game, didn't you?
True, but I don't think that they're actually
It looked like you two
opposed.
knew each other before you ended up here. So maybe you were trying to get her killed.
This dude is just manipulating
None of
everybody
us had
this
any
run.
connection to her, which means you're the most likely to have a motive for murder. It's easy to see why she would have killed Luna, too.
No, I'm not gonna search. Yes, here's a bunch of evidence. Sneaky,
She
sneaky.
probably caught you offing Alice, so you did her in too, so she wouldn't rat you out.
I don't think it works like that.
And the AB game is a motive, too. Once someone's dead, they can't vote anymore. That means they'll automatically ally. If your opponent's guaranteed to ally, then that's an easy 3 points.
Yep.
Me and Dio.
Yep, so you guys could just get out.
Then that would mean Dio had a motive as well.
He sure does.
Yep. Alice saw him killing Luna, so he had to shut her up.
Also possible. But he could have... Well, yeah, actually that would
Why
work.
the hell would I do something like that?
To keep people from looking into you too hard, because... No,
Pay attention
wouldn't
next
work.
time. You do it to get an advantage in the next round of the AB game.
What kind of cold-hearted bastard kills a lady for a few points?
What kind of cold-hearted bastard's not gonna go search for a kid?
I'm more interested in Alice's condition than in her killer's motives.
In fact, she's covered in blood, huh?
I am as well.
Her clothes are barely disturbed.
If it weren't for the knife and, blood, she would look as if she was sleeping.
I actually don't see a knife rendered here on screen. How do we know that it was a knife? I mean, it makes sense with the blood, but where is it?
Well, maybe she was just killed while she was sleeping.
Why would she just go to sleep? We just saw her a few minutes
She
ago.
wanted to take a nap. Why sit on the floor when there's a bed nearby?
That is a
Mhm.
little strange. But a better question is, would she really be sleeping right now anyway? Hardly seems like a time for a nap.
She was probably put to sleep then.
Interesting
Come
idea.
on. How did Zero Senior knock all of us out?
So Soparel could be on the syringe, but then what happened to Luna?
So you're suggesting that Zero Senior knocked them out with the white gas, then killed them both?
Yeah. However it happened, one of the people in this room did it.
That's probably true.
Well, maybe not one of the people in this room. I forgot about somebody, didn't I?
Are you talking about Quark?
He might. He tried to kill somebody
and then suddenly
before.
There's a murder? I don't know about you, but that seems pretty suspicious to me.
Nah, that's crazy. Quark couldn't have done this.
All right, then why'd he disappear?
There must have been some kind of accident.
Then I might have it backwards. If he wasn't the murderer, maybe he was one of the murdered. Well, that would explain his sudden disappearance, right?
You son of a bitch.
Man, Tenmyoji. Dio's just all about starting this shit this time.
Whoa, calm down there, big guy.
But he's not necessarily wrong. He's exploring all the options here, but he's only looking for ones
tell me it
that
never crossed
cause
your
chaos.
I just said what you were all thinking.
Ten minutes remain.
Whoa.
On all
It's not a lot of
players,
time.
Please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties...
See, there you go. Not only did we not find that piece of paper, the voting note last time, it's specifically telling us that the round one rules are still in effect.
All right, time to head for the 8. Oh, so you're gonna abstain, huh? That's some good luck for you, Clover. Sigma was paired with Alice. Sadly, it looks like she won't be able to vote during this round. If Sigma abstains, then you'll have no one voting against you. Hey, come on, cheer up. This is your chance to escape.
Escape?
That's right.
You betrayed last time.
Right now, your BP's at 6. Sigma's saying he won't vote, so if you choose betray...
Clover would get 3 points, bringing her to 9.
Oh, so you are going to vote? Well, you are, right? How exciting. Sigma should have 6 BP, just like Clover. That means this next round is a one-on-one fight.
Well, if we both betrayed, then our point totals don't change, now do they? Which means Dio and Phi can leave.
If one of them can trick the other one, they'll have enough BP to get out of here. Can't wait to see who wins.
So she'll definitely choose betray. So we'll choose betray, and it'll be no change, and it will be Phi and Dio leaving. This will not be a good ending, no matter what happens for us. We're not getting out of here.
Right. We should get to the Flore warehouse, guys. Come on.
Hey, Clover, can you choose ally? We'll be stuck if we both choose betray. We'll both get 2 and we'll have 8.
Yeah? Okay. You'll choose ally too, right?
Yeah. It's not gonna... No! She's gonna betray us. I guarantee it.
Sigma, we need to talk.
We do. You getting ready to leave without me.
How are you planning to vote? Yeah, I thought so. Listen to me, Sigma. Because Luna's not voting in this round. Her vote will default to ally. Her opponent is Dio and me. That means we're pretty much guaranteed to have 9 BP by the end of this round. Luna's only got 1 BP left, but she's not wearing her bracelet anymore. You saw that, right? That means it won't do anything if her BP goes negative.
I kind of want to go back and grab, like, Luna's necklace and, like, take it in and see if I can vote. I don't know if it would even let me do that,
Well,
but...
it's not like you can make her any deader anyway.
Yeah.
You have to betray Clover. If you can get to 9 BP, then I'll take you with us. Of course, if you don't come with us, you're gonna be stuck here for the rest of your life.
At least we found the food.
I can't do that. You really think Dio's gonna stick around once he's got enough points to split?
Truth.
You gotta make a choice here. The number 9 door is only gonna open once. If you pick Ally and Clover does too, then you only have 8 points. I promise you Dio's gonna make a break for it as soon as he can. If you want to have any chance of getting out, you need those 3 points. Now. Right.
Of course, man, how awful would it be to hang out in here if we both chose to betray each other after that? Everybody else leaves, and then we're just sitting there betraying each other for all of eternity. Ugh.
Talk to Clover? I'd have about as much luck talking to a potato right now.
Potato.
The truth is, I want you to come with me. I just know that you're important, somehow. No, I haven't talked to him. He's playing against Tenmyoji. Tenmyoji's only got 1 point left. Exactly.
1 minute remains until
Everybody just stands outside now. First time, we got trapped in there for like 45 minutes.
Remember
This time,
what I said.
everybody waits till the last
You
goddamn
have to
second.
choose betray.
All right. You got ally or betray. Either way, we're not getting out of here. If we choose ally, it's not enough points. Clover almost certainly is doing betray. Now, I could choose ally to let Clover out. It's really the only option that I'm given. But we're going to go with betray. Need to update my run counter here in just a second. I've been marking which doors an ally and betray that I've been going through every single time.
Ten seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7. Three, two, 1.
Have a nice day. Crap. Feels like shit to click that. But yeah.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
I'm so certain, though, that
Results will be displayed.
we were betrayed
in
anyway,
the
so I think we'll be at
warehouse.
0. No change for us.
Thank you for your participation.
I can watch Dio or Phi still have the knife and murder the other poor
Ambidex
bastard.
gates now opening.
Because they said something about and the knife, but I didn't see it on the screen. There we go.
Wait! Dio!
Yep. He's already going. Nine seconds. Of course, if we didn't get the points and we follow him through, shit'll probably go bad.
No, he's going to try and open it.
Damn right I am.
But the results...
Like I need to wait for that.
Ah, Dio's BP was at 6. His opponent was Luna, and she is... well, she is as she is. Her vote would have defaulted to ally.
All he had to do was pick betray.
And he'd have 9 points, right?
Excellent answer. I hope you remember to show your work.
But Bai was Dio's partner.
And her BP was the same as Dio's. That means she has 9 now as well.
Exactly. It was 9 the moment we stepped out of the AB room.
Why? Why didn't you stop Dio from choosing betray?
You got the wrong idea, old man. This wasn't just my decision. We both decided to vote this way.
Is that true?
Yeah. I didn't have a choice.
You didn't? Because of you, Luna's BP is -1.
That's fine.
What, she's gonna die again? Zero can pump all the poison he wants into her. It's not gonna make a difference now.
Wouldn't make a difference anyway. Her bracelet's sitting on the
Besides,
ground.
her bracelet's already fallen off.
Right. You know what would have been funny would have been to go ahead and just buckle that onto Dio's other wrist and been like, well, now you have to vote ally.
Then why did you try and stop Dio, Fi? I believe I heard you cry out, wait, as he headed toward the number 9 door.
Are you planning to wait for the rest of us? Did you just want to get your BP up to 9 to reduce your own risk?
Seems like they'd almost buy that
Sorry,
idea.
but no. The only reason I stopped Dio is because I needed to know what someone else voted.
Someone else?
But that would be...
Oh, so they're gonna tell us.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Let's find out if we were betrayed or not. Yep. 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 She did choose ally. We are gonna get out of here. See ya. Of course, that's not going to integrate for us, I'm still sure, but...
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see...
No. You betrayed me, Sigma.
I did.
Why?
So I can get out of here. We weren't getting out of here otherwise.
To keep your promise, you jerk!
Well...
You liar!
Yes.
You're a coward! You
Yes.
don't care about anybody but yourself!
Perhaps.
All you wanted was to get out of here! You're
Yes.
horrible! I hate you!
I can live with that. Unless I get stabbed.
So, all that means is that you picked Betray because you didn't want to get left behind.
What if he turned out to be Zero Senior?
Is that
Make
it?
sure they...
Is that your excuse?
Totally an excuse. None of this was brought up beforehand.
Liar!
Yeah.
Liar! You're just like Dio!
Well... more like just like Fi.
You're a coward! Whatever. Just fine. I was stupid to trust you.
We got 9 seconds. Better haul ass. Let's find out what's on the other side of this door for once.
Sorry. I went ahead and opened it. Gonna have plenty of time to watch soaps on the outside, so I didn't feel like I needed to stick around to see how this little drama played out.
Dio!
Dio!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? Why so
Yep.
serious? This really isn't the time for hesitation.
It
You both
really is
crossed
not.
a line you weren't supposed to cross. You betrayed your friends. Am I right? But you didn't have a choice, did you? You had to survive. Isn't that the way an animal thinks, though? Don't get me wrong. I see the logic, but it's kind of animal logic. Still, you made your bed. Now you gotta lie in it. If you're gonna be an animal, be an animal. Own it. The losers, the weak, throw them away. That's how nature works, my friends. That's life at its most pure. You get me?
Wow, did he just do a villain turn on us?
Hurry up and...
It'd be a great time to kick him in the nuts and run through the door. Leave him in there. I still think somebody's gonna shiv the shit out of us, though, because we never saw that knife.
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Well, stay if you want. No skin off my back. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.
Wait!
Peace.
God damn it, Dio!
Bye, buddy.
3, 0, The number 9 door is closing.
Run! Come on!
Go, Sigma! Shut up! Just do it!
Do it! Interesting. Of course, from the last game, I don't know if it'll be the same here or not, the number 9 door was not exactly the end of everything. Let's see what we got here. This is totally new. We've never been here before.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the Nonary game. Thank you for your participation.
Sigma! Phi! Dio! Open up! Open this goddamn door!
Okay. Elevator up. Ooh. Some little part of me wanted to see a Q on that door. Doesn't seem like those flaps would really do anything, does it?
Alrighty then. Here we are.
Is that a hallway?
Only one way to find out.
Got two really untrustworthy companions here, but I guess we're just as untrustworthy. We did betray twice to get here. Ha! We're back in the pressure facility. Oh, they're gonna kick our ass.
This must be the prep room.
I think I searched this place with Dio and Luna.
No, it's not. I saw the blue chromatic door over there.
Hold up. You know about the one on floor B2? Huh.
So you know that the pressure in here is a lot higher than the pressure outside? Oh, you didn't. Didn't I just say what I'm talking about? The air inside this facility is kept at a higher pressure than the air outside. Apparently, they're doing it to keep the virus from getting in. If you're leaving, you have to lower the pressure until it matches what's outside. This room is where you prepare for all of that. See those suits over on the wall? They keep you from getting infected once you're outside. You have to put one on before you can go into the pressure exchange chamber downstairs. Luna told me. Apparently, it was all in a manual she found in a room we searched.
Well, I wouldn't say it's mysterious. I think it's that Radical 6 thing Alice was talking about. Don't quote me on that, though.
Well, we've come this far. We can't turn back now.
Not to mention we're in some deep shit if anybody else notices that we're down
and
here.
Head outside.
No argument here.
You have to leave your hat
Let's
behind,
do it.
man. That'll freak them all out when they come down here in a few hours and find your hat on the ground. The interesting thing is this pretty much told me that the number 9 door isn't really a big deal. Which I was sort of feeling was the case, because I thought we were all infected to start.
Never thought I'd succeed so easily.
How's he still got his hat on? Succeed so easily.
You're thinking too small. I guess I can tell you who I really am.
I'm great.
What?
You see, the thing is, a hero. I was sent here from far away to save mankind. What? Too surprised to speak?
We were all excited to be getting out of here, but...
Oh, never mind. You're clearly too small-minded to understand.
It's a lot of airlocks. Yep. I expect a big explosion to come out of that hole here in a little bit. One of our memories showed something like that.
Looks like a desert. I don't know. I can't tell you what day it is, though. Look, the moon's red. See?
Another lunar eclipse.
This must be a total lunar eclipse. During a total lunar eclipse, that doesn't mean the moon just disappears or turns black, though. It actually reflects light that's passed through the Earth's atmosphere, but this makes it appear to be red. Essentially, what's happening is that the moon is reflecting the sunset. Do you remember when the next total lunar eclipse was going to happen?
That would be creepy, though, right? I bet that's probably a real date if I bothered to go look it up.
Well, there you go.
Except we have, like, several lunar eclipses every year.
Looks like it. We should get to the nearest town.
Yeah, they'll totally welcome us. That's a symbol on their chest. Is that a tree?
There has to be one around somewhere. Even deserts have some towns, whether they're in the Mojave, Sahara, or Gobi. It's not what I'm worried about, though. Forget it. Doesn't matter right now.
Wonder why they wouldn't use art of the moon with the right craters, though.
I'm worried about whether or not there are any survivors. If Alice was right about the virus. I hope it's not the case, of course, but there's the possibility. Whatever.
Dio's not saying anything.
There's still 4 people stuck in there, including Quark.
DS and Vita screens? Doesn't have to be high res. There's some pretty
We
basic,
need to find help and come back for them.
pretty basic craters that it's not showing. Well, not even craters, really. Entire Maria. Sound of someone falling.
Where are we?
What?
I see. This timeline.
She does remember different timelines. Not only that, holy shit, somebody else is inside of her right now. Like an earlier her or a different her?
Hey, where's Dio? Shit, we need to split up and find him. Because he needs to tell me something. Why are you asking me this? Don't tell me you forgot. Wait, maybe not. He must not have made this jump.
He must not have made this jump. Whoever's in me has not made this jump before? Alright, Boo, we've got some crazy shit going on here. I think we have not one but two Esper pairs manipulating events through time.
Forget about that.
Us and
Just
Phi.
find Dio. I'm going over to that hill, so you take the other direction.
It's not art assets. That thing's gonna explode at some point. We've seen this in black and white. Of course, I guess that could be a different timeline. So they really are multiple timelines. And they're actually... Uh-oh.
Answer me, Dio.
Answer me, Dio. So she found Dio.
Is that a transmitter? Let's see. Phone home, huh? Bet free souls anxious from you.
Free souls anxious to hear from.
How do you know that?
How the hell do you know that?
I know everything about you.
Know everything about
Know
you.
you're the Myrmidons.
Myrmidons.
Never mind that. I need to ask you something.
Need to ask you something.
What's the password for the number 0?
Number 0.
The hell, you man?
I'm no man.
She said that before. I am no man.
How the hell can you crack jokes right now?
You haven't given me my answer. What's the deactivation code? Hey, what are you... Stop!
You still have the knife somewhere? If he's got the knife, then he's the killer. That doesn't surprise me yet. Oh, rocks. Oh no. Smash her faceplate. That would be bad. White?
Thanks. That was a close one. You heard, huh? Well, it's right over there. See that briefcase-looking thing? He was trying to use that to get in touch with somebody.
Yeah, that speaker.
Probably had it hidden somewhere.
If he had it hidden somewhere nearby... No, it's not just that he's been here before. He came here on purpose.
Yeah, probably. My guess is he came here, hid the transmitter, and then snuck into the building.
Yeah, he infiltrated somehow. He wasn't supposed to be a part of the game. No, he'd have had to. He killed the woman and took her spot, and I guess her bracelet. Interesting. Those numbers seem important. May not be able to figure out what they mean yet, but let's just write them down in the margins here. 78153 61098 Okay.
No, it's too long for that. It's 25 digits. Don't know. I assume it's some kind of code, but I don't see a key to decode it with.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. You guys just had it so fucking backwards I couldn't help myself. You can't find the key to decode it?
It is the decryption key for something.
The key's right in front of your face.
What?
That's the key. The message is somewhere else. You need those 25 numbers to decode it.
Well, good thing we wrote them down.
What, you don't know? least one of you is appropriately ignorant.
What's up, King Trash Panda?
Fine, whatever. Might as well tell you. I don't really have any reason to hide my identity now that my mission's a success. Besides, she'll probably tell you if I don't. Might as well hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Myrmidons. No, I've heard of them. They were, soldiers that came up from teeth planted in the ground, as I recall. Free the soul. She mentions free something soul, okay? Terrorists and a cult. Didn't we be like, oh, we didn't hack a terrorist server, we didn't piss off a cult, maybe we did both. Man named Brother. Bloop bloop panda. A boy named Left. A man named Brother and a boy named Left. Holy shit, people. Brothers and Esper. Free the soul sounds an awful lot like the virus, right? Where he's like, once I destroy this body, my soul will be free. It can escape. So I'm guessing that they did this virus. Which makes him one of the people that's fucking destroying the world. Scientists. So you're clones. If you're worried about individuality, then why do you care about you being a saint? Yeah, it's cloning. Caliber's not spelt right. Bossy teenage girl, isn't she? Very convincing. Had to do with women. I had come in contact with someone unclean and I was considered corrupted. Wow, Dio, you creepazoid.
Is at last complete. With these two hands, mankind is saved. I am your will made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
I don't care about your goddamn mission. You did this to us. Now we're going to... Shut up! You still haven't answered my question. Go going to ask you one more time. What is the password for the number 0 bomb?
Okay, so there's at least 4 bombs then. 0, 1, and 3. Given the fact that there was a 25-digit code broken into 5 blocks, I would be willing to bet that there's 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4
God
bombs.
damn it! Didn't I tell you to shut up? Now, tell me, what's the password?
Or it may have had nothing to do with it, but I figure he was trying to transmit to blow that up.
Wait! Okay. Fine. It's not gonna do you any good, though.
Alright, tell me the 0
I completed
password.
my mission. What are you gonna do with the password at this point?
Not your problem. Just give it to me. Otherwise...
Fine. No skin off my back. The password for the 0 bomb is LXAQNSGDQ.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down here real quick. Number 0 bomb. A-S. I'm sure we'll probably remember it because we seem to remember things from level to level, but I'm writing it down anyway. Potato? Looks okay. Boo, reload your stream. Still spinny thing, huh?